Welcome back, Sooner Nation. Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is with this instant reaction as OU takes game 2 versus Tennessee this afternoon. Hey, before we get started with this video, hit the subscribe button, join up. Also, check out the Fanstop, thefanstop.com. Code SURGE will get you 10% off your first 3 months if you sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. And man, their shirts are soft, they're great, they're creative, great designs. Check them out. Germ, this game was a big win for Oklahoma, and Kirston Deal came out there and did what I think a lot of people have been talking about what they needed. They really needed somebody to come out there and shut the door on Tennessee after a loss in game 1. This was a perfect recipe for Oklahoma in the victory today.
Patty Gasso said in the postgame yesterday she was anxious and excited about what this team and how this team would respond, Jay, and they respond magnificently. And Kirston Deal, one of the, you could say, older players on the team, Jay, had great control. Her curve was really good. She kept the ball down at the knees. She mixed the zone up a little bit, but really I think she had one walk, Jay. Look, she struck out 2 of the last 3 batters. That was the 3rd time they had seen her, Jay. And 2 of them she made look absolutely silly. One of them being Nugent. Swung and the ball hit her in the helmet. I mean, she made them look silly at the end. Great performance, Jay. And then Agbayani diving catch to seal the deal. Great win. Great response.
Yeah, great catch by Agbayani. And Kirston Deal, first complete game of the year. Goes all 7, 105 pitches. I think strikes out 5. And you're right. I mean, I think the thing about Kirston Deal, it's never been a question of her stuff. I mean, she's got great stuff. It's the command of it. And the rise ball, they were thrown off all day by it. They were swinging at stuff that was above their shoulders sometimes. They were just confused by it. So really good performance. And I think you look offensively, Cassidy Pickering, man, really good game for her, 3 for 3. Even had the bunt single.
Has she gotten on 6 or 7 straight times?
Yes, and you want to hear a crazy stat. She's batting .435 on the year. Okay, here's what's crazy. How much of a slump Ella Parker is in, and she's batting .402.
Yes, and Jay, look, Ella Parker's first time up, they pitched around her. They had OU had 2 runners on with Sydney Sanders. She doesn't do anything. Yeah. Ella Parker's next time up, they pitch around her again. They don't really give her anything to hit. OU gets 2 runners on again, and Sydney Sanders hits the bomb. That really opened it up. And to me, that was the biggest play of the game, because if you're up 1-0 or it's a 1-1 game or a 1-run game, there's a little more pressure. But Deal had the 3-run lead, was able to sell cruise control. I thought Gabby Garcia, Jay, great at infield today. Great job at shortstop. But Sydney Sanders, big long ball.
Yeah, big long ball for her. I tell you, as far as when you look at this team in the lineup, Emmerling, she's batting .244 on the year. When she hits the long ball, it's great, but when she doesn't get a whole lot of regular hits. It's almost a little bit similar to what Sanders was going through. Was it last year where it was either home run or out? I mean, that's kind of seems like what it's been for Emmerling. And then Hannah Core, she has not really got it going at the plate. She's so good defensively, and you're kind of sitting there, okay, you got great defense, but limited at the plate right now with Hannah Core. That's just kind of 2, and that's 8 and 9 in the order. That's kind of 2 that I'm looking at thinking, okay, one of those need to step up in the near future, I think. But, hey, rubber game tomorrow, and I would probably I'd probably bet a lot of it's going to be Landry and Pickens. I mean, wouldn't you think so, Jerm?
It could, but I'm not going to be shocked if OU goes with Bella Smith. If OU goes with Bella Smith to start the game, and you know what Tennessee was doing today? They're going to go with their starter from yesterday, Marchico, and then they were going to bring in Pickens if they got a lead. They never got the lead, so you didn't see Pickens. Sam Landry never left her seat out in the bullpen, which is great.
Yeah, she warmed up in the last inning.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, well, she warmed up. I think they were going to, in case if they got a runner or 2 on, they were going to bring her in maybe.
Yeah, well, again, not using her as big. Jay, you mentioned, look, to me, I would like to see Tia Malloy maybe get a chance in the outfield
with you.
For Hannah Core. And then Parker, look, Emmerling, Jay, we talked about it on the pregame live. They're pitching her on the outside part of the plate all game long. She's got to go opposite field. She cannot pull that pitch. But hey, this isn't about that.
No.
This was a phenomenal response to adversity. It's actually Oklahoma's first win at home against Tennessee since in over 10 years. Last time they beat Tennessee at home was 2014. They responded in a just a dynamic way after the loss yesterday.
Yeah, and I meant to mention this at the beginning of the show, but elite uniforms today. It was great, both sides. OU had those, like, I don't know what color green you would call those socks they were wearing, but
those teal turquoise for ovarian cancer. Yes.
Yeah, but it looked on the TV almost like a green, but it was a turquoise. Both uniforms were elite. It was great uniform matchup. But now you move to tomorrow, and would be a big time win for OU to win this series, man. I mean, the reason I said Pickens is hasn't started a game yet in the series. I would assume they're going to go with her.
Pickens for sure is pitching tomorrow. She's starting.
I would
the
think
question
so.
is if OU's going to go with Bell Smith and try to get that rotation back, because today was huge for OU moving forward, Jay, with Kirston Deal. It was just absolutely big.
Yeah, and they moved Marinas up to the leadoff hitter again.
No, Dayton led off today.
Oh yeah, Dayton. Sorry, Marinas.
It was the exact same lineup as last night.
Yeah, and I like the lineup. I like Pickering there at 3. I like Garcia in the cleanup. It's just Parker's got to get it going. That's all there is to it, and she will. I mean, I don't think there's any concern. I saw Patty before the game. There's no concern about Parker. She will get it going. She had that opportunity, which you never see this very often with her just because she's in a slump, but was it second and third, one out, and couldn't get a runner home? Had the little infield ground ball that couldn't get him home. That's just unlike Parker right now. She's just in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, I agree. But hey, they get the W today in really convincing fashion. I think moving forward, Jay, one of the biggest keys is OU just can't give free passes. They gave way too many free passes last night. Yeah. If they do that, the pitching staff, I think, can be okay. They cannot give free passes, but it was a great win today, man. Great crowd, great environment. Love it.
It was an unbelievable crowd. The weather was great. And hey, one thing I meant to mention, I'll close it with this comment. If you saw the stat, Tennessee with Pickens pitching is like obviously like a 1 ERA. The rest of their staff's like 5. They are still trying to find a number 2 pitcher as well. I mean, it's not just OU trying to figure out who's other than Landry, who it is. Tennessee has the same issue right now.
Jay, actually, I thought
it's a lot. It's a lot of teams right now.
Jay, I believe the rest of their staff is like 2 point something. They're one of the best staffs in the country.
Well, I'm saying other than Pickens, though. I'm just saying, like, it's not just OU that people are talking about. They have one pitcher. If Deal can solidify herself like she did today, and she can be, I think the key word with Deal is consistency. She's got to be consistent, and so great performance. I mean, you can't talk about it enough. Kirston Deal today, just unbelievable performance by Kirston Deal. The Sooners get the W in Game 2 of the series to even the matchup. Game 3 will be tomorrow. Hey, appreciate you watching this video. We'll talk to you next time.